Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming out. My name is Cliff O'Brien. I'm an acting deputy chief with the Calgary Police Service. And I would like to start by saying it's never easy when one of our own is hurt while answering the call to serve Calgarians each and every day, which is what they do. As we all know, our members regularly attend challenging and dynamic calls that can escalate quickly. Our members are certainly trained well and trained to uphold public safety at all times, even when encountering dangerous situations. What I can confirm for you at this time is that earlier today, Wednesday, October 18th at 1 o'clock, police officers were executing a high-risk warrant in the 5700 block of Falsbridge Drive N.E. While attempting to arrest an individual, gunfire was exchanged, resulting in one of our members and one suspect being shot. Our member was transported to hospital in stable condition. One suspect was transported to hospital and, despite life-saving efforts, was declared deceased at the hospital. Another suspect was taken into custody. We can now share that the suspects were previously involved in other firearms-related offenses, which is why our tactical unit was present for the arrest. I can also tell you that there is no current threat to the public. I can tell you that our CPS member who was injured has been with the service for 11 years, and we're not going to name him at this time. We also know that there were many witnesses to this brazen and unsettling incident. There are supports available for those people, including the victim assistance support teams, and they can be contacted at 428-8398. The Calgary Police Service and addressing gun violence continues to be our priority. Our efforts to address gun violence, we rely heavily on the community for that strong community support. If you have any information that could help in an investigation, such as witnessing suspicious behavior or vehicles, please contact the police. As with any officer-involved shooting, the Alberta Serious Incident Response Team has been called in to investigate, and as such, we will be limited in what questions we can answer, but I will take questions now.
Chief, was it one of the attack team officers that was shot?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into who the member was or where they were working. We know that there were lots of members there from different units, and I can tell you that it impacted all of our members that were there.
So they were there at least to provide support when making arrests?
Yes, I mean, public safety is always paramount for us, and when we're taking a look at these high-risk situations where we're going to execute a warrant or we're going to arrest somebody that especially for firearms offenses, we're going to be using our tactical unit members who are well trained and well equipped.
What's it like for the team when a call like that comes across that an officer shot?
Yeah, I think there's a couple different things going on, especially today. First of all, our members engage in dangerous situations all the time. That's part of being a police officer. No police officer starts their shift hoping for this type of incident. Nobody starts their shift hoping that a member of the public is dead at the end of an interaction. So we have to acknowledge that. Further to that, we also nobody starts their shift hoping that they themselves are going to get hurt or they themselves are going to be shot. So there's a lot of emotions going through this. I'm super proud of what our members did and how they dealt with not only this incident but then the aftermath. But it's an emotional day.
The suspect that was arrested, can you tell us what kind of charges he could potentially face?
Yeah, I won't get into the criminal investigation. I don't want to jeopardize anything. I am very confident there will be charges laid, and we'll know more in the next couple of days, and we'll have more information for you in the next couple of days.
The gentlemen that were potentially being arrested, were they inside a vehicle or were they inside a business, or what sort of scenario did that took place there?
Yeah, everything took place. I won't get into the specific details because, again, I want to be careful. ASIRT is conducting the investigation, but I can tell you that they were not inside a business, so everything took place within the parking lot.
Were there witnesses there on scene? I mean, it's the middle of the day in a busy shopping complex. Like, were people walking by? Was there a risk of them being hit by a wayward bullet?
Well, anytime there's a shooting, especially if we have, these, suspects that, again, we're there dealing with suspects that have been involved in firearm-related offenses, and so yes, it's dangerous, especially when we have these suspects that are armed and are shooting at the police. Absolutely, it's dangerous. This, and again, we're always looking at public safety as paramount. Public safety is the thing that we're considering. The actions of others dictate what our reaction is, though.
Any other questions? Can you talk a little bit about, I don't know if you can, but just the injury that the officer sustained at all?
No, I mean, I want to respect the members' privacy, so I won't be able to talk about that at all.
Is he still in hospital? Can you say that?
Yeah, I can tell you that the member was released from hospital a short time ago.
Just update you might have said that at the very start, but what was the actual time of the actual incident that happened today? Because like the release said about 1 o'clock, but I think that was a bit earlier than.
No, it was 1 o'clock.
Was it?
It was
Okay.
1 o'clock this afternoon, that's correct.
Is there any connection to the Eritrean riot that happened nearby there a little while ago?
Not that I know of,
No?
but again, this, I mean, it may seem like it was a long time ago, but it really wasn't. It was only a few hours ago, so the investigation's still ongoing, and I don't want to say yes or no. I mean, somewhere down the road it may turn out to be different, but there's nothing right now that we know of.
Does the fact this happened about 5 minutes away from the police station here, does that bring it a little closer to home?
No, I think what brings it closer to home that we have a member that, several members, lots of members that were out serving Calgarians, and one of our members had to be driven to the hospital because they were shot.
Will there be counseling available for other members that were involved?
Yeah, I mean, it's very important that we're taking care of our members. There were, again, witness officers. There were impacted officers that weren't even there. There were impacted officers that are friends with the injured officers or other officers that were there. And so, yes, there's always supports, and we've engaged our psychological services for assistance with that for sure.
Just what does it take when like an officer involved shooting is involved? Like what more steps does like CPS have to do involved in like taking care of the scene and making sure that everything's not altered for ASIRT before they get there?
Yeah, so ASIRT conducts the investigation. We're on the phone with ASIRT almost immediately after one of these incidents, and we're taking direction from ASIRT. So we are going to secure the scene. We're going to wait for investigators to come. We also have witnesses that we have secured and taken care of, including witness officers, and they'll be interviewed by ASIRT as well.
Anything else?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.